Hello, hello. Back it up. Okay. How are y'all? In case anybody comes up here, turn this down just a little bit. There. All right. Okay. So, yeah, in continuum, I've got this wonderful package from Bella's Crochet Gifts today. Her sweet care package. That was so sweet of her. Anyways, you know, I don't know if I've ever crocheted anything for myself. I can't remember anything that I've ever crocheted for myself. I'm always crocheting. Yeah, I did. I made a mesh hat, slouch hat. I did. Yeah, but usually I always crochet everything either for my store or for gifts or for things that I donate. So I am interested in all the yarn I got. I love this. It's wine colored. It's Patrons Carmen. This is some really, really cool yarn. It is basically, it's a fur type of yarn, but it's a mixture. It's got like this fur is so soft. It's like softer than my poodle's fur, which is really soft. I can't even describe how soft that is. It's so soft. And along this yarn thread here, there's just like chunks of, I don't even know what it is, but it's just like fluff, like really soft, chunky fluff. So this is it's really cool yarn. It's super, super soft. I wish I could just take the softness of what it feels like and put it into the camera, but I can't. But it's a really, really pretty wine color. So I thought, you know, this would make a perfect ear warmer. Ear warmer headband. And so it's the one scheme like this. And I thought, yeah, that would be enough for a headband. So I'm going to make myself this headband. Yeah, in honor of Honey. Yeah. Because it's so soft, just like her fur was. She had really nice, soft fur. Sometimes poodles have like coarse type of hair, especially the more that you shave them and groom them, their hair can become really coarse. And her hair was always so soft. Yeah. So I am going to do this headband ear warmer in her honor. That's the first thing I'm going to do with all the yarn that Bella gave me. Thank you so much. And there's a, I don't know, I think there's a knot right there. I'm not sure. But at any rate, I may have to cut that because it's like a knot. Yeah. So to start, there, get that tangle out of there. Anyways, so who else? Hello, Alfonso. Hello from Colorado. We're in really severe warm. Well, I got to notice our temps are supposed to go down, but it's still been pretty nice here. It's like 56 degrees. I'm sorry you're having cold, cold weather. I remember living in Colorado. Yeah, they would have some serious cold weather. I remember Colorado. Anyways, I'm more of a warm weather person. So, yeah. So are you getting snow or ice? I don't so much mind the snow, but boy, I do not like that ice. You know. And so I'm going to mix this red. The only red regular yarn that I have is, it's just, I didn't think it was a right match for this because this is more of a wine color. So, but I thought this would look okay with the brown because most of the regular yarn will be hidden. So, up to 2 feet in the metro area? Oh. Well, one good thing about Colorado is they're usually pretty good about dealing with snow. Like out where I live in this rural area of southeast Oklahoma, sometimes out in the country, it'll be days before we ever see a snow truck. My private road, if I were expecting heavy snow, I have to go park a couple blocks away because I won't get down my road. Yeah. Anyways, well, how is that for you being a blind person? Is that pretty dangerous for you to be able to maneuver and get around, with gosh, are you able, I mean, to know ice and stuff like that? It would seem like that would be really dangerous or increased risk or whatever you call it. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. So, uh, yeah, especially like on the sidewalks and stuff. I mean, there's so many dangers that you can't see. I generally don't go anywhere if there's snow on the roads and stuff. I'll stay home. I should probably check the weather. I hope it's not. I don't think we're going to have any. It's 56 degrees and cloudy right now. So, anyways, yeah. So how has your new year been so far? Can't believe we're in 2023. What a trip. Hello, hello, DJ Crochet and Crafts. Hello, hello. I'm making a head warmer ear band, and this is some yarn that Bella sent me. It's like really, really soft, and it's got like fur, but this fur is so soft, silky soft, and it's got little chunks of fluff in the middle of it. I don't even know what you call this kind of yarn, but I love it, right? So I thought, oh, this I'm gonna make this in honor of Honey because she had the softest fur. I loved her fur, and man, I have over the years saved my dog's hair when I groomed them. And in fact, the day that Honey passed, I had groomed her that morning, just a little bit, um, and just groomed up her a little bit and cleaned her ears for her. And so I had collected a little bit of her fur and I put it in this little bag. And I'm so glad that I did that because she passed that night. Anyway, so over the years, though, I have this big, huge bag of poodle fur that you can take fur and it's a big process, but you can make it into yarn, right? So you have to first you have to clean it, you have the whole cleaning process, and then, and it dries, and then you take it and you brush it certain ways, to get all the fur, all the hair, whatever, going in the same direction. And then there's a process where you spin it literally into yarn. And the coolest thing about dog fur yarn is that as it ages, it gets softer. How cool is that, right? Hello, Yarnworks by Lydia. Knitting on knitting needles, making a scarf. Hi. Yeah, so am I've saved it. And I was like, one of these days, I mean, it's gonna happen. But I have to get the spinning thing. I don't even have the right equipment yet to do that. But I do plan to make like a take the yarn from my poodles just for me, and then I'm going to, once I get it spun into yarn, then I'm going to make like a pillow cover, you know. So I always have my poodles near me with their fur. That's just, anyway. So I saw here on YouTube there's a lady who does that. She teaches how to take dog fur and make yarn out of it. Yeah, so pretty cool. I have subscribed to some spinner channels, you know, people that spin yarn and stuff like that. I just think it's so cool. Everything's on YouTube. If you want to learn how to do something, it's right here on YouTube, right? So anyways, I'm going to make this oh, that is so satisfying. I cannot oh my gosh, this is like the coolest yarn. Oh my gosh, Bella blew my mind today. The package she sent me. I'm just mind blown, right? Anyways, so yeah, I'm making these ear warmer headband ear warmers. I love making headband ear warmers. So fun. Anyways, so you're knitting a scarf. Yeah. Well, knitters and crocheters, and who else is here? Alfonso. You just so, oh, really? It was your birthday, Alfonso? Well, happy birthday. Aw. Had a big birthday party with a multi-tier cake. Nice. Day before. Oh, that is so nice. So did you do a video of, you know, of your cake or whatever? Your birthday party? I'll have to check your channel. I haven't been there in a few days, so I'll have to check that out. Well, happy belated birthday. Sorry I missed it. I didn't know it was your birthday. But yeah, well, sounds like you had a nice party. I'm really glad for you. Yeah. My gosh, this is the softest yarn I have ever felt. Squirrels magnet fishing up. Hello, how are you? Have you been catching anything interesting at the lake? Anything interesting? I'm going to have to do a video in your honor. Yeah. I haven't really been going anywhere because it's basically wintertime. But I did go on a trip recently. It was a full, coming back. I went out of town. Coming back, it was a full moon and a pink sky sunset. And that was my last ride with Honey. And it was so pretty. It was so pretty. I'm so glad, you know, that we had gone on that ride together, because little did I know that was going to be the last ride. It was a nice ride. We got to go places, and yeah, she really enjoyed that. And it was so pretty out. The weather was beautiful, plus a full moon and a pink sky sunset. It was like the best, right? Yeah. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Aw, that is so nice. Thank you. So yeah, I haven't had a giveaway since New Year's Day, and so I just trying to figure out what day would be best to have a bingo. And so I have this Amazon gift card. I've got $12.50 on it, and I was going to give that away at the giveaway, and then some Robux. And by the way, big dude, if you're not able to set up a booth on your channel, I do have a code for the 100 Robux that I can give you. If you rather have the code instead of doing it via the Please Donate Me game, I can do that. So anyways, so I was trying to think of the best time to do the bingo. So if anybody's wanting to participate in the bingo and you haven't already given me your 5 numbers, just let me know. Let's see, today is the 17th, so I was thinking of like, um, let me see. I'm thinking of maybe the 25th. I want to do it on the weekend, really. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Like maybe the 29th. Yeah. Which would be a Sunday. Yeah. And I might, let's see, that night, 27th. So maybe Saturday night I'll do the bingo, and then Sunday I'll do the giveaway. This is what I'm thinking. So bingo on Saturday night, which would be the 28th of January, and then the giveaway on the 29th. Yeah. So what do y'all think about that? So, and so I've got a Walmart gift card for bingo plus Robux. And then for the giveaway, I've got the Amazon gift card and Robux. And yeah. And then I may do a yarn or craft giveaway. And so I'll do an announcement video if I'm going to add stuff, that I'll ship. I kind of want to make sure that I have a lot of participants, in the giveaway. So it would really help me if you guys like just announced, in however you announce things that I'm doing the giveaways, because I want to have, a lot of participants. The more participants, the more helpful it is for me. And yeah, so, but especially since I got all this yarn too. And I have some other yarn that I was wanting to give away. So I've got like some fun fur yarn that I had set aside for doing a giveaway. And yeah, so I may have like a yarn giveaway. And I've got some other stuff I was wanting to give away. So yeah, we think of that. And still have those fishing magnets too. So let me ask you, Squirrels Magnet Fishing, do you use Guggen baits for your fishing? I'm just curious. Ooh, I so love this yarn. It's, oh my gosh, this is so soft. Yeah. Okay. Well, you don't have to be there. That's one thing that I do try to do as far as my bingo is to be all inclusive, is because there's a lot of people from different time zones. And so you don't have to be there. Of course, it's a premiere video, so the live is only chat. No, blah. The chat is only live during the premiere. But so I was thinking Saturday, the 28th at 7, which would be Oklahoma, 7 o'clock Oklahoma time. That would be 6 o'clock Colorado time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so on the 28th, which would be a Saturday evening, 7 o'clock Oklahoma time is what I was thinking, to do the bingo. And so I've got everybody's bingo numbers in my book here, so I keep them. So I've got Mr. Deebs, Susan, Bella's, Alfonso's, Big Dudes, Jen's, 1 L1AM. So I've still got your numbers from last time. And Hollister, And let's see, who else? Handmade Designs, Boudreaux Boutique. Didn't get her numbers. Dejo Crochet Caps. Aren't you the one that emailed me the numbers? I didn't get your numbers in time from last time. I felt bad because I didn't see your email in time. So, but I think that you gave me your numbers. So I'll have to check my email. I should have them wrote down. Kivia Brown, I didn't get. Here's some people that if you see this video, I didn't get a confirmation from you. Kivia Brown, Dakheng 41, they never did confirm with me. Robin Mongold Sorrels, Maria, they never came back and confirmed with me they wanted to play again. So I only play the numbers if I know they want, because I don't want to play people's numbers and then they don't even, if they win and they don't even come back to get their winnings. Let's see, Sadie. So just make sure that you comment to confirm. Yeah. So I've still got your numbers. Okay. So you emailed me yours and I've got that wrote down somewhere, I'm sure. So I'll just have to check my email. But I know I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there was at one point, there was like 20 people, and I don't mind playing their numbers. I just want to make sure everybody is wanting to play. So Boudreaux Boutique, I just need your numbers. So yeah, pretty much. And Pollister, just confirm with me that you're wanting to play again. So let's see. I've got Pollister, Mr. Deeb, Susan, Bella, Big Dude, Jen, Handmade Designs, Alfonso, DJ Crack, Shane Kratz, Boudreaux Boutique. I still need your numbers. See, I said Jen, right? Yeah. And one Chris in the mic. I didn't hear from you last time, so I didn't play your numbers. So just let me know. Confirm with me. I know you changed your channel name, and I can't remember what it is. I'm sorry. Kivia Brown, I need you to confirm with me. Robin Mongol Sorrels, I need you to confirm with me. Duck Wang and Maria, I need you to confirm with me. Duckhang 41, I need you to confirm with me. But so yeah, so it's about 20 people if everybody confirms. But yeah, so we have at least 10 people participating. And bingo, bingo! Yay! Bingo, bingo, bingo. So that'll be on the 28th of January, 7 p.m. Yay! So excited. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. And then the giveaway will be on Sunday, the 29th. And probably, I'm thinking 6 o'clock. And it'll be like a premiere video. And so you'll have until 2 o'clock on the 29th of January to get extra entries. And to get entered into the giveaway, you just comment a clue word on one of my videos that has clue words in the title of the video, which you'll find on my giveaway playlist. I've got gaming videos and any video that has clue word in the title of the video. Of course, I always do mystery questions at the end of bingo to get 5 extra entries per mystery question that I announce in my different videos. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Anywho, so what has everybody been up to? I've just been kind of depressed. Watching a lot of movies. Yeah. Just that's pretty much been it. Just trying to keep my mind off of things and busy working on stuff and grooming my babies. My male poodle, I think he's going deaf. Yeah. 'Cause like when I leave and then I come back home and then he doesn't hear me coming in the house, and then I'll go up to him and I'll pet him. He like jumps like he's startled, because yeah, so I don't think he's hearing me. And I don't know how. I don't know what he hears and what he doesn't, but I'm pretty sure he's losing his hearing. And he'll be 13 in March, so that's pretty old. And so he barks really loud, like yell barks. And he's been doing that the last several months. And I thought it was kind of odd. And, I got to thinking, I said, you know what? I think he's barking really loud because he can't hear. It's like he wants to hear himself. And he'll just start barking for no reason. And I think it's because he's when he's can't hear, and it's probably weird to him, so he's barking really loud to hear himself. This is what I'm thinking, you know. But he's definitely losing his hearing. I just don't know what he can hear. I had I had rescued a deaf it was like part chow mix, and so I worked with this dog to teach him sign language, to learn signals. And so I may have to start doing that with him because he is I just don't think he's hearing. And I had his heart checked because he had a little bit of a cough, and so I wanted to make sure he didn't have heart issues also. And so based on his lung and heart x-ray, he's, other than having a little bit of old dog lungs, he's healthy, so yeah. And other than he's losing his hearing. And then his sister Melody, she's been struggling with ethereal cell dysfunction in her eyes, and so she has to take 2 eye drops twice a month. No, not twice a month. 2 eye drops twice a day, twice a month. And so her eyes are like a clouded blue look. I mean, she has some vision, but not very much. So my babies are all old. Yeah. And she's got a lump on the inside of her leg, though. I haven't checked out with the vet. She didn't think it was cancer. So, but we have it looked at again. Let's get bigger. And she's got a little bit of arthritis. Sometimes she has pain, if she does too much. So, wait. Anywho's, talk to me. What y'all up to this evening? I was telling stories earlier. Did you see that video about my manna from heaven story? I thought that was pretty wild. It's like, I should probably share that story, you know. Yeah. Anywho's. So what I do is I'm just doing a single crochet, and I just size it up to fit my head like so. Make sure that I don't want it too tight, and then what I will do once I get it to the desired width that I want is I will take and basically I fold it in half, and then I just put the ends together and darn it together in the end, and it makes like a twisty thing in the middle. And that's my favorite kind of headband. Yeah. So I have very rarely ever crocheted anything for myself. I crocheted a mesh slouch hat, and I can't think of anything other than that I've ever crocheted for myself. So all this crocheting I do is always for other people. It's always for recently trying to start my Etsy store, to sell things to try to make a little extra income, or I've done gifts or things that I make to donate. So this one I'm going to take this super, super soft fur and make an ear warmer headband for myself in honor of Honey. Because I got all this yarn for, it's got brown because when Honey was born, she is a cream. And so she was a caramel tan color. So that's, and then this super soft, soft fur, and in honor of her. So I got this box today. It's a comfort package, care package. So sweet, from Bella's Crochet Gifts, you guys. Please go show her channel some love. And she's a really nice channel. She does crochet crafts, and you know, I think she has some tutorials also, vlogging videos, and so she's on her way to 1,000 subscribers. I would like to see people go show her some love. And yeah, so anywho's, and let's see who else is in here. And if you guys like to watch outdoor adventures, like magnet fishing, which I think that is so cool. I love watching stuff like that. And especially anything underwater too. And fishing, check out, if I did that right, Squirrels Magnet Fishing and Outdoors. Mail call shout outs. Crankbaits or plastic worms. Okay. And then Susan, Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I call her Susan. But she has like a friend panel type of live stream. I think on Wednesdays at 1 Tennessee time. And you know, it's basically kind of like people supporting each other's channels, you know, showing support to each other. You can meet new people, which I like those kind of videos, and I think it's great. She's got a great, you know, mutual support each other network going. So if you would like to be a part of that and meet new people, definitely go check out her channel. Plus, she does cooking and crochet and thrift haul type of videos. And I have a tangle here. But she does a lot of canning and, you know, cooking and preparing meals in bulk kind of videos. And other types of vlogs. Oh, and she also does devotionals. Yeah, I'm having a problem here with this yarn. I have a tangle. Pardon me, guys. I've got to fix this. I don't know how to get it apart. Oh dear. I may have to just cut it. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it. Cut it right here at the tangle because I don't want to make it worse. Yep. Alrighty. Not sure which which to use. Oh, I do not like that. When they're both of the ends are coming out of the same spot, and it's creating a friction problem. A tangle wangle. Yeah, we got a tangle situation going on here. I'm just going to take this whole thing apart and properly. Otherwise, this is going to be an ordeal the whole way through. But man, I love this yarn. It's so nice. But it's tangled from the inside out. So we're going to take it apart. Yeah, we'll just roll it. So you won? What? Oh, you was on. You was on. Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, I missed her stream last week. I really missed. I hated to miss her stream, and I tried to go to her Wednesday live panels, but sometimes I have to watch it after the fact. But yeah, I've been up on her panel a couple times. I really enjoy it. She's just a sweet person. And darn that I missed you being on there. Sorry about that. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah. I'll go check that out. So, glad to see you get up there. Yeah. And I really, really appreciate the disc, the CD disc that you sent me. And I have a CD player in my car too. And so I play your music. I play it on my computer and in my car. Very nice. So, there we go. Now, get back to where I was at. What? That row. No. Okay. Now then. Okay. Back to work. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Yeah. Yeah, I will have to go check out you being on her channel. Go watch her live stream. And also, you know, she's very supportive. And I really like her supportive network too, you know, and people supporting each other. And she's always been so kind to me and supportive of my channel. And I just really appreciate that. I appreciate everybody, you know, but she is always very kind. And so that I like, she does devotionals too. And I like the music that she uses in her videos, like in her intros and stuff. I really like that. And oh yeah, and she does some review videos also. Yeah. Thrift hauls and review videos, vlogs, does a lot. You know, let's see. Yeah, devotionals and regular vlog, thrift hauls. She gets finds some really good deals if you're somebody that likes, you know, thrifting. And it always amazes me the things that people find in thrifting, you know. I'm somebody that would definitely buy used items, pre-owned items, you know. I'm definitely have no problems whatsoever in buying things secondhand because I believe that things should not be thrown away, especially when they have a long, you know, it can be used for a long time. It shouldn't be thrown away. So I have to go. Oh, thank you. You know, I really appreciate that. Prayers are so, that's like people just tossing gold at me, you know, when they say they're praying for me because there's so much power in prayer. And if I need anything in the whole world right now, I really need prayer. God knows. So thank you. Appreciate that very much. Ooh, do I need prayer? Yes. Yes, yes, I do. Taking on principalities in high places. That is not an easy task. And with much prayer, it says, the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous person avails much. James 5. And there's so much truth in that, you know. So, yeah. Yes, yes. In my mind, sometimes I just cry out to God and I just say, help thou my unbelief. It's like the devil's always trying to, I don't know. I think one of the things I probably struggle with more than anything is just to believe, just to believe. Not like believe in God, but just like that, believe in justice prevailing, believe in his love for me. Luke 18, what the unjust judge said. Luke 18 to me, is a very powerful message, because he said this woman went before the judge, she basically wore out the judge petitioning to him. And he said, because she will continue to come and weary me, I will give her what she wants. And God said that judge was unjust, because he really only gave in to the woman, not so much for the sake of justice and what was right, but just because otherwise, she's going to keep wearing on the guy. And he's like, just to make her go away, basically. And he said that was an unjust judge, because his reason for granting her request was not pure. But he said, if the unjust judge will give the woman who kept petitioning to him, would not God give his very elect deliverance, lest there be no faith when he comes? And so that, I just have to believe. And God, I think one of the things the devil wants to really attack somebody when they're going through things is that you're not his. Look at all these things going on. You're not his. Look at all these people being mean to you. You're not his. When bad things happen, you're just thinking, like the devil wants you to believe that, God doesn't love you. You're not really his. Otherwise, these things wouldn't be happening. And that's the devil. He is attacking you when he says these things to you. And people think that, like, how could, God love me if, these things are happening? And that's the devil. That's the devil talking. He's telling you, you are not loved, because if you were loved, he wouldn't let these things happen. And that's just the age-old lie that he attacks people with. And so really just strength of my mind while I'm going through this trial, this tribulation, if you will. Anyways, I spoke to I think I did a video on it already, the tribal prosecutor investigator, and it was just horrendous, that they're just so blinded with scales on their eyes. Tells me that, yeah, I see there's all these reports and evidence and whatnot sitting in the criminal intake box, and just waiting for the prosecutor to review. Says that out of one side of his mouth, and the other side of his mouth he says, oh yeah, well, we don't prosecute non-tribal peoples, so the county has to do that. And so why are you sitting on evidence and reports saying that the prosecutor has to review it, when out of the other side of your mouth you're saying, oh, we don't even handle that, the county has to? And knowing that there's stuff sitting there since August of 2021, it's just horrendous. And then yet you're going to sit there and act like the guy's not doing anything wrong because you're not prosecuting him or turning you over to the DA because you said you no longer have the power to prosecute a non-tribal person. It's just, it's just oppression. But I don't know if I've shared this or not. I did have some good news. Good news, but I had been, because with the tribe, was just acting so corruptly, letting this guy do anything that he wanted. And he knew that the tribe was not going to do anything, let him do whatever the guy wants, right? My stalker, So I went and I got a protective order through the county as well. And his lawyer, he got a lawyer. It was just awful. He just said horrible things. And he was so hostile and arrogant. And his lawyer happened to be a former municipal judge. Thank the Lord Jesus that he's no longer a judge. But this lawyer was sitting there trying to tell this county judge, yeah, well, this stalking order through the tribe, they don't have an authority to issue that against him. I'm like, wow, Anyways, so we had a couple hearings, and in the end, the judge granted it, as a matter of right. And so I was so thankful. And the reason that I had to get that one is because I felt like he knew that I had no protection from the tribe because the officers are corrupt, and I had no access to the tribal prosecutor because they're corrupt, and so I had no way to. Anyways, so he's not doing the same things he was doing now that I have one through the county. So I have a little bit of relief from that, and it's kind of sad at the same time because he realizes that the county or the tribe was corrupt, and he was just running with that. He was just capitalizing on that. And it's sad that I had to get one from the county to make the guy take it serious. And it's sad. It makes me really sad about that. And for other tribal people of other tribes, because see, I live in a tourist area. And so there are people from all across the state that come visit where I live. And so for anybody from any tribe in the state of Oklahoma, and there's several, they cannot come to my area and be protected because all the other tribes in the state all enforce their own protective orders against non-tribal people. But in this particular tribal territory, they will have no protection. Because if you're a tribal person and you call the sheriff department, you come down here to my lake and you call the sheriff department, they will tell you you have to go through this tribe of this territory. And so no person who's a tribal member in the state of Oklahoma can come to this lake if you have a protective order and expect protection. And so that's sad. Certainly not good for tourism. And so I'm going to be working on going to the United Nations, and also to the Department of Justice. I do have an open case with them, and they have not made a decision on whether or not they're going to prosecute, because the Department of Justice, they can prosecute these tribal officers. They can prosecute the tribe. They can prosecute the county. They can prosecute anybody they want. If they're committing civil rights violations, they have the power to file actions. And so I am begging and begging for prayer that the United States Department of Justice will take this case. I haven't heard anything from the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Internal Affairs Office. Yeah. And see, part of the problem is the reason that this particular tribe is so corrupt is because the person in the local FBI office who has the authority on deciding whether or not they're going to prosecute the tribal police. Well, that person who's in charge that makes that decision happens to be a member of the very tribe who's doing corrupt things. And so I really think there's a conflict of interest there. And so, um, so you have various agencies that have the power to deal with these corrupt officers. You have the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Internal Affairs Office. You have the United States Attorney's Office. And you have the U.S. Department of Justice and your local FBI. The FBI is not the one that prosecutes. They do an inquiry, they do the investigation, and then they send the information over to the United States Attorney's Office. And the Department of Justice operates a little differently. The United States Department of Justice, they can you can send them in evidence, so they don't really need the FBI to have done an investigation or the U.S. Attorney's Office. So they do their own prosecuting. Bureau of Indian Affairs, Internal Affairs Office, they have the power to prosecute. And it's a little bit different because they only investigate specific types of issues, and that's police corruption, police misconduct. And what the chief investigating officer told me was that if a police officer is going into the federal court and saying that they sent things to the prosecutor's office and they lied, and as this FBI agent investigated, they had not sent anything like they said they had to the prosecutor's office. He said that would be police misconduct. Well, I spoke to the prosecutor investigator on December 29th, and he said that he has all these reports, and I don't know what kind of evidence he has, but he was acting like, I said, well, listen, and I recorded that call to him, and I said, listen, I don't believe the FBI is lying to me. They investigated, and they said that they had nothing, so here's what that means. He's like, well, I wouldn't lie to you, or I don't have any reason to lie to you, or something like that. So here's the situation. Because this prosecuting investigator is acting like that they have all these reports in their system and some evidence, he mentioned, this is what that means. It means that when the FBI agent did an inquiry with the prosecutor's office, somebody from the prosecutor's office lied to the FBI and told the FBI that they didn't have anything. And so either they didn't know why. Like, I don't know what the FBI agent, when he called the prosecutor's office, I don't know what he said to them, why he was inquiring about such and such. I don't know. I mean, if he called them up and said, look, I'm trying to see if you guys have evidence because there's a complaint that nothing, that they're saying that things have been sent to the prosecutor's office and saying that they, and that they have it. I don't know what he said to him. All I know is when he inquired to the prosecutor's office on exactly what they had on this person, they had nothing. So that means somebody from the prosecutor's office lied to the FBI agent, because according to this prosecutor investigator, there was all these reports and evidence in criminal intake waiting to be reviewed by the prosecutor's office. So the chief of police back in November of 2021 told me, and I recorded that call, and I think I shared that video here on YouTube, of this chief of police telling me that they've sent all this stuff over to the prosecutor's office. Now, he didn't tell me, I don't know, I can't remember if he told me that he specifically looked and he saw that it had been sent. I think he may have been just told that it was sent, because somebody's lying. Because the FBI told me that he inquired at the prosecutor's office and they looked at the system. There was nothing there. So that's pretty serious for somebody in the prosecutor's office to lie to the FBI and pretending that there was nothing on the guy. And it's bizarre. Like, why would somebody from the prosecutor's office lie and act like this guy, oh, yeah, there's nothing here on this guy? Like somebody was specifically trying to protect this guy until like act to the FBI, like acting like, oh, this guy ain't done nothing wrong. We don't have anything on him. And but my concern is that they have no concern whatsoever that they're going to be accountable to the FBI. And see, the guy who has the supervisory position on, see, before an FBI office will take a case to prosecute, they go through, there's a process, you know, and they do their inquiry investigation, and it's up to the supervisor of the office, the field office. And the supervisor of the field office who makes those decisions is a tribal member of the tribe that's doing these corrupt things. And so it kind of, it seems to me that when tribal officers do things that they know there's evidence that they could face charges, hello, they would not, in my mind, they wouldn't do that, but they have full expectation that they're not going to be held accountable, you see. And so I do believe that the person who is making those decisions in that FBI field office, who happens to be of their same tribe, um, I I think that he's corrupt. I mean, he's been in the news before where he prosecuted um, some officials from that tribe for some contract deals or whatever. But I think that there's a conflict of interest. I think that he is protecting the tribal police. And I don't think that he should be in that position over a tribe that he's a member of. I have a problem with that. And anyways, so I think that this is the Department of Justice, it's almost like, the United States Supreme Court, they have so many cases that try to get before them, and they take so few cases, right? And the United States Department of Justice is kind of like that. It has to be a really big situation, for them to take the case. They just take so few cases. But I just think I think it's so serious what's going on here. I have a big problem also with um, officers having full expectation that they can just lie and not have any fear of accountability. I think that is so dangerous. I think they're murderers. I think that they put people in prison and probably even send people to the electric chair, because Oklahoma is a state where they have the death penalty. And so I think that officers who are willing to lie, um, I think they're murderers. And I think that they should be removed from power because they're dangerous. They're sociopaths. They have no qualms in allowing people to get by with crimes, lying reports. Those are people who are criminals with a badge. And I think in America, that's been an epidemic. It's been a crisis situation in our nation for so long. And our federal courts have given pretty much free passes to crooked prosecutors who send people to death row, and they know that they're presenting false evidence, and they have no fear of accountability. And that it's just that's got to change. It's just got to change. And it's up to the people of America. Um, they've got to demand accountability for people in power who are knowingly abusing their power. You can't sue them like in you can't sue prosecutors for committing crimes of falsely, I mean, literally falsely using false evidence or doing corrupt things with their power. You can't sue them because it's like they have absolute immunity. And I just think that needs to change. I think if you have evidence that they have knowingly used corruption, for political reasons or whatever, that they need to be held accountable. I think, it's like absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I don't think our forefathers ever intended to give anybody such free passes. I mean, they need to be able to do their job, with that. But if they're doing things and you have evidence, you can prove, that they knew what they was using was false. I mean, they're taking people's lives, sending people to death row um, on false evidence. Anyways, so I have a big problem with police corruption, and I have a lot of respect for law enforcement, and it's the ones who abuse their powers that just make it bad for police. And I'm not for defund the police and all that other stuff, because we just need to enforce the laws as it is and demand that if there's evidence of police corruption. Here's the thing about police corruption is when they will lie in a police report, every case that they've ever testified on or been witness to needs to be reopened, because that's how serious it is when officers will lie. And especially if they're willfully violating judges' orders and protecting criminals. And this guy who violated this protective order, he he screamed at me, he called me names, he insulted me, and I have a stalking order against. He's not supposed to communicate to me in any way whatsoever. And it very clearly says no one can give him permission to violate the order. It has to come from the court. And so he's out there screaming at the top of his lungs at me in the presence of an officer. And in our state and in this particular tribe, the code, it mandates that a warrantless arrest if there's evidence he's violating a protective order. And this officer, let him scream at me and call me names and threaten me in his presence. And not only that, he went onto my rental property, reached over my fence, and messed with my electrical stuff while the cop watched him. So the cop needs to be arrested along with him, and it's just that corrupt, and the guy knew that he could yell and scream at me. And why does a guy know that he could be arrested on the spot for violating protective order, going to stand there and scream at me and call me names and threaten me in his presence? But he knew. And that's what it's like when you have dirty cops in power. That's just what it's like. And then they're going to have the audacity to accuse me of harassing him, saying that he's doing things wrong by claiming that he ain't doing nothing wrong. And so, in essence, they're giving the man legal permission to trespass on my land. And so, here's what I've read in the United States Supreme Court cases, is that when you cannot control who can and cannot go on your property. They have determined that's an unconstitutional taking of your rights of your land. So if somebody is given permission, this person's banned from the sheriff department from going near my can't go on my rental property for any reason. But this tribe has given him permission to violate that sheriff, landlord ban. And so when powers to be give permission to people to trespass on your property anytime they want, and that they won't be held accountable because they're going to say that he's not doing anything illegal, that is an unconstitutional taking of your rights, because controlling who can and cannot go on your property is a property right in America. That is an absolute right. It's something that you own. You literally own the right to keep people off of your land. You have sole control of your land. It's your property, and you can say who can and cannot go on it. And so telling the public that they can go on the person's private property, and if the person says that they're trespassing, they will be accused of falsely accusing them of a crime. That is an unconstitutional taking of your property right. And that's what they're doing. It's absolutely what they're doing. Yep. It's just wicked, evil, demonic spirits working through these people. That's what it is. This yarn is so pretty. Tell you what. Look at that. So pretty. And wow. So pretty. Anybody here? I just finished uploading it. Really? I included a link to you. Oh, thank you. Let you know if the link works properly. Okay, I will do that. I can't go to your channel right now, but yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hang on a second. Let me see. I don't know if I can. I'll try to open up a new browser tab or whatever. Uh-oh. Hang on, I'm going to check the link for you. I'm going to find your channel. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, my neck. Okay, I'm going to check your thing. Oh, so you just uploaded one. Yes, sir. That's my baby. No, sir. Don't mean maybe. Yes, that's my baby now. Okay, hang on. I'm checking out your is that the one you're talking about? Yes, sir. That's my baby. It's not loading. I'm trying to get it to load. What is going on with my channel here? I don't see a link. Hang on a second. I'm looking for the link. No, I don't. Oh, here it is. I see it now. Beanie hat sent. Oh, you're wearing the hat. How cool. Aw. Let me see. You're wearing the hat. Oh, wait. Yeah, so it looks like it's working. Aw. Yay. Oh, it looks so cute on you. Oh, yay. That made my day. Oh, it fits you. Perfect. That's so cool. Look at him. I love your videos. He's like one man band. He has all these separate videos of him playing different instruments and he puts them all together. And that is so cool. Yeah, the link works. Yeah. So that is so cool, Alfonso. You guys go check out Alfonso's channel. Alfonso Cemento. I mean, I love his videos. They're so cool. So he plays all these different instruments and he does a video of him playing different instruments, and then he puts all the videos together like in one video, so it looks like he's got clones, like there's 5 of them playing different instruments, and then he puts them together. That's amazing. I don't know how you time that so perfectly like that. Anyways, he's got skills. Yeah. So yeah, I really liked your yeah. So yeah, the hat it looked like it fit you like a glove just perfectly. It looks really cute on you too. So the red and white hat that I made him, it says ARC on it. So yeah, looks just right. Yeah. Yeah, that made my day. Glad to see you wearing that hat. Yep, I hope it keeps your head warm. This, especially when you got the cold weather coming up there in Colorado. Golly gee. So yeah, the most of the winter is over because all through February, end of February, should be warming up again. So what's the matter, Regan? You all right, buddy? He's going deaf, my buddy over there. What's the matter, Regan? I'm probably gonna go ahead and end this video. I was wanting to do another tutorial on how to put this ear warmer headband together, and I don't have that much farther to go. Like maybe another row or two. I really love this yarn, Bella. Yeah. So I'm doing this head warmer, headband ear warmer in honor of Honey. And this one is for myself. This is going to be my headband. And I very rarely ever make anything for myself. This is like, I think, the second thing I've ever made for myself. Yeah, I don't think I've ever made anything for myself other than my mesh hat, slouch mesh hat. I have so much stuff to sell. I'm hoping to go to a craft fair and get a bunch of stuff sold. So That would really help me. So if anybody's interested in buying any of my makes, if you will, um, let me know. I have a PayPal button also on my channel if you would like to uh, donate. Anywho's, and I'm thinking about doing some baby blankets, uh, booty and hat sets. And so with the wonderful, beautiful yarn I got today, there's some really fluffy, soft type of yarn that's I think would be perfect for a baby blanket set, and the two greens in that. I could probably do a couple of baby blanket hat and booty sets. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and probably whole day filming, the next day editing and rendering. Yeah, my file compressor, yeah, it takes a long time when the files are big, you know, a couple gigabytes or more. Yeah, that takes a long time to compress those files. So, yeah, that's a long process. Editing is it can be really tedious and time consuming. But I think you do a really good job. And I enjoy your videos. Yeah. And to be legally blind, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good there, buddy. Goodness. I was wanting to finish this. And then I think what I'll do is once I get the, keeps getting tangled. Once I get this completed, I'll just, in the description, what I'll do is I will put, you know, I really should use my lighted hook. Maybe that would help. I'll timestamp in the description where I get to the point where I bring everything together, so that way it'll be, you can skip to the point when I bring the two sides together, because it's pretty redundant, you know. It's just basically it's just a single crochet. You know, you just chain to the length that you want, and then you just single crochet till you, that's not working either. You just single crochet until you get to the desired width that you want for your headband. And then really all you have to know how to do is just bring the two sides together. If you want the twist, like the pretzel type twist in the center, and that's my favorite type of headband. Or you could just pinch it in the middle and then tie, you know, some yarn around it. There's that also type of, or you can just have it just plain and flat too, you know. It's just really your preference on what you want. I like the pretzel twist in the middle. That's my favorite. Uh-oh, here we go again. Yeah. But I think this is just the right amount to do this headband. And ear warmer headband. I got a couple rows to go. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to be up all night tonight. I've been staying up so late at night. It's messing my sleep cycle up. So, don't want to do that. Boop. Let me see something. That is so soft. Mm. So, is anybody here? Been on here for over an hour, wanting to wrap this headband up, and I think I only got one more row. Yeah, one more row, and then that should be, I think, wide enough. So soft. Yay. These make really nice. These are actually really popular type of head accessories, headband. I've seen a lot of women in my state wear these. And I think I'm going to do one more row. This particular yarn, I love it. Love, love, love it. It does tangle. It does have tendency to tangle easy, but that's okay because I'm going to tell you what right now, this yarn is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I can't even begin. I don't even know how they make this so soft. It's like silky soft, you know? Love this yarn. Look at that. It's just so, so soft. Silky soft. Yes. Oh my goodness. I think this is my favorite yarn ever, Bella. Whoa. I've seen this like chunky mixed type of yarn at Walmart, and it's just like they mix like fluff and fur and other stuff. They just mix it together. It's so awesome. But this particular one is just so silky soft. I mean, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. Whoop. Yeah, this is going to be my last row right here. That's plenty wide enough. Yeah. That's perfect. And I'm down. Oh, God, plenty of this yarn. I mean, I can do 2 more rows. Make sure it doesn't get tangled. It does have some snag tendencies. Oh my gosh, I love this yarn now, really. Oh my word. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Look at that. It's soft. Yep. Almost done. I'm on my last row. What's the matter, Regan? You want to go outside, buddy? Huh? Oh, thoughts just didn't get old. What's the matter, buddy? You want to go outside? Regan? Yeah, I don't think he hears me. Yep, he's going to be 13 years old in March. 13. That's pretty old for standard poodle. I thought he was starting to go senile because he would just, I don't know, he would just start barking for no reason and real loud. And then I think what's happening is that he's losing his hearing. And so it bothers him that he can't hear anything. So he'll bark really loud to try to hear himself. Yeah. Regan. See, he doesn't hear me. Regan. Yeah, poor guy. Regan. No, don't go in there. Yeah, he needs to go outside. Be right back. Regan. Regan. Hey, buddy. You go outside potty? Huh? You go outside potty? Huh? You go outside potty? Well, come on. Little guy. I think my little lights here are. I need to replace the batteries. Yeah. Almost done. Yeah, I think that's plenty wide enough. Oh yeah. Yay. Okay. Almost done, you guys. He's out there barking. Now, let's see what it's gonna look like. I'm just wondering. I think that's big enough. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. We'll find my scissors. All right. Cut that and a little bit left over. Do something else with. Okay. All right. So then to bring these together, basically you fold it in half. Okay. Just kind of press it together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to stretch these out. Okay. Now you're going to take this and turn this way like so. I'm going to put these corners together. So I'm going to do that again. Fold it in half. Okay. It's like folding in half. You're going to take this and turn it into the center there. And then you're going to darn all of these edges together. So kind of line them up all at the top there. And I'm just going to take a needle through and darn it together. I'm going to get my needle. Let's see. I have these big plastic ones, but I've never broke one, but they do kind of bend, and when you're using thick yarn, it's kind of hard to get it through this metal one that's thin, but it'd be better to have the yarn through the metal one because the metal won't bend, the metal yarn needle. So you definitely want to use a yarn needle to do the darning. And I have used the plastic ones, but the thick bulky yarn like this is probably not going to be practical though. And these plastic ones have the bigger needle, eye, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to darn it with both the yarn that I crocheted with, which is the, I use a regular yarn teamed up with the Fun Fur yarn. Not just because it makes it easier to crochet with when you're using novelty yarns, furry yarns, but because when you're dealing with winter accessories, this is a pretty thick fur yarn, but a lot of the fur yarn's pretty thin. It's not going to give you a whole lot of warmth, and so I like to have extra thick, you know, for warmth purposes. So I'm going through one end to the other, just making sure that I go through each part and then bring it through, and make sure that you bring both ends through and that you have enough, pull it through enough so that you can go through all the way down. And again, make sure that you're catching, darning each section. So there should be 4 sections to go through. Okay. And I try to go on the top evenly because I don't want to go up here, down there, up here. You want it to be nice and even. So you're going up with the, just at the top part of each section, like at the very top. Because if you go half an inch down here and then up at the top, it'll be a messy twist in the center. Okay. Well, that's my dog telling me he wants in. His bark is my command. That's my buddy. His name is Regan. He is a cream, and he is the litter mate to Melody, my cream. He was the runt of the litter, and he was the last one born. And he was a preemie. And I had to tube feed him to keep him alive. He made it. You know, sometimes in breeding, what will happen is a dog will breed over a 3-day period. And so technically, they're 2 days younger than the rest of the dogs. And they call them runts, but in really, they're just preemies, because when some of the litters are 2 to 4 days apart in their conception, that can be a really big difference when they're born. And so some of them are just literally less developed than the rest of them. They call them runts, but that's really what's going on. So he was the preemie of the pack, and he didn't have hardly any fur on his muzzle, like at all. And you could tell that he had not had as much time in the womb as the other ones in the litter. And so he was a little weak, and I had to tube feed him. Vet had showed me how to tube feed puppies, and so I tube fed him, if you will. It was one night, it was touch and go, but he made it. He was this beautiful, beautiful dog. He's gorgeous and sweet. Such a sweet temperament he has. Yeah. And so, anyways, I think I've got it. Do one more stitch, and then I'm gonna, before I tie it off, I'm gonna turn it around. This section I'm gonna go ahead and tie off though. So, but I want to turn it around here. Make sure that it's, oh, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I likey. Okay, so that's good enough. I feel confident that it's secured good enough. So now I'm going to just secure all of these loose ends, and then we'll let my dog in. Well, quit barking. I think he was wanting in. Sometimes there's a neighbor that lives on a block over. Their dog comes over and visits. So he has a sassing contest with her. She's an unfixed female. And anyways, she's usually not running at night when it's cold, though. She's a really pretty German Shepherd. I'm not sure if she's mixed or not, but she's a really pretty dog. All right, buddy, I'm coming. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this lanyards off. And call it done. And there is my isn't that pretty? What do you think? My ear warmer headband. What do you think? Okay, thank you. I'm going to end this here soon because I've finished my product. I got to let my dog in and I got to go to bed. It's almost 1 o'clock. I got to get up early in the morning. So thank you for stopping in, Alfonso. All right, buddy, come on. Regan. Regan. Come on, buddy. Oh, turn his mask again. Thank you all for stopping in and visiting with me. And I will see y'all later. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Bella, so much for the wonderful, beautiful yarn. And oh my gosh, that is so soft. I just love that. So soft. Woo-wee! It's my headband. I love that. Yeah. See y'all later. Thank you guys for stopping in. Drop your bingo numbers if you want to play bingo. Numbers 1 through 75. 5 numbers on the 28th of this month. Yeah. 7. Saturday night. Yeah.